Here we have the Nokia Airscale. As you can see, this one is already installed fully with both TDD and FTD. This is a Sprint site. This is the Sprint cabinet. This is the routers using the ASR 920. And over here we have the power switch. And then here is the CDMA 19 and 800. As you can see, it's labeled. And that's the power switch for the CDMA. Now back to the Airscale. Here you have on the Airscale, you have the main board, which is the Asia card. As you know, you can see it can take two Asia cards, so basically running two different systems on one Airscale. Now the Asia card consists of the power, as you can see here, and it runs down here to the breakers. Then you have the LMP, is what we connect your computers to run BTS Manager. Then you have well, on this one here, we have the backhaul on EIF1. This is this here. The backhaul is going to the router, and on the ASR 920, it connects to port 4, which is the bottom one. As you can see, it's blinking, it's on air, and it's bouncing. And here, from here, with the 3 wires, the 3 fiber coming in, it tells me that there's ALU radios up top and not Nokia. Nokia would have 2. Okay, so now back to the Asia card. After the power, you have the ground. As you can see right here, you also have the GPS sync. This is the GPS box, which goes to the GPS through this wire here. And then the way the second Airscale Asia card gets its GPS is it syncs with this one. You see it here. Okay, now besides from the Asia card, there's also the ABA cards, which is the cards that the radios attached to. These are the Asia cards right here. You see that? Okay. From the Asia cards, the fiber goes to looking for it. Now, as you can see, this is where the fibers run. Here you have the FDD, the beta. This is coming, these are the hybrid cables coming from up top. See, there's plenty of it. It's going up to the tower here. And here's the breakers. Those hybrid cables also have power. So this is how you turn the radios up there on and off. And this is the ones running to the cabinet, which is going right through here and into the cabinet. And this is the back of the cabinet. Now, if you can see here, I'm walking into the tower. This particular tower, you can look up here, and that's where the radios are. The tower crew climbs up there. I'm too afraid of heights to do that. And then from there, once we understand that, so basically what you do with this module, once everything is installed and pushed in and everything is connected, you're looking for these lights. That tells you that the radio and the system are connected, they are talking. Now, when you first install it, these lights will be red. That tells you that it's talking with the radio, but it's not yet synced because there's no software, no instruction commissioned it yet. So that's where we're at with that. This is the Airscale. Once again, we have an Asia card, which is the brain of the unit. As you can see, everything's come in through this, and it's all fiber. And then you have two different systems here running on one Asia card. You both have its own power, have its own cards. They each. So now that we get the physical part out of the way, we're gonna go into part 2, which is where I plug in here into the port and run BTS Manager and push the software. The software tells the system what it does. That's the operating system. It allows it to turn on all these ports. It tells it that, hey, you have all these cards. This is physically what's involved. After the software, and then it open up those ports and look for light, then you do your commissioning. Both the radios has to also be integrated into the system by pushing the software up to the radios. That's why it's important to make sure that the radios are communicating. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go, and then we're gonna do part 2 as far as the commissioning.